So I've had these Pure grips here in the studio as my fitting grip of choice since I opened. A lot of things I really like about these grips. They feel great, they come in a bunch of different colors, and probably the most important, they're super easy to install and take off with compressed air. There's probably really just one big problem now with these grips. Company went out of business. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a wonderful day. So, Pure grips, they're gone, they're out of business. I need new grips here in the studio, and I just like to have a grip specifically for not only fittings, but also because of the YouTube stuff I do, that allows me to install and remove it quickly and easily with compressed air. So, I've got a grip here today that I think might be the perfect replacement for all of these Pure grips. Now, I don't just want it to just be something that I can put on and take off with compressed air easily. It's got to have a few other things going for it too. Obviously, it has to feel good. It has to feel good in your hands, has to feel good when you're swinging it. Be nice if it had some different options as far as styles and colors so that you can customize it. You know, when we're doing custom builds with ferrules and shafts, things like that, being able to match things up, it's always a nice touch. And then finally, something that is both going to be durable and is, you know, a fair price. I mean, the grips are getting to be pretty ridiculously expensive, $12, $13, $14, $15 per grip. And if you're changing those twice a year, well, that is adding up to a lot of money. So finding a grip that is both not overly expensive and is durable, I think is just makes sense. So we're going to test out these grips, and I'm about to show them to you, and see how many of those boxes that they check off. I'm going to tell you what I like. I'm also going to tell you if there's anything that I don't like about these grips. But let's get into it. Let me introduce to you Star grips. Now, these grips you may not have heard of before, especially compared to the big guys like Golf Pride, Lambkin, Win, Superstroke. But if you look a little deeper and you're looking for grips, again, specifically that you can put on and take off with compressed air, well, these go right to the top of that list. So I've got a selection of these different grips, and we're going to try out a few of them, a few different styles, colors, sizes, and see how they work, and we'll go from there. All right, first up we've got the Star Grip Sidewinder grip. As you can see, this is call it a velvet style grip. It's got, you know, sort of a traditional taper to it. It's got a bunch of little textured areas here to help give you that good grip. I picked one that is, well, it's bright orange, so if you're feeling tired or playing golf in the dark, this would be a great option. Things I really like about this grip right from the start: one, it does not have any logos on it of any kind. Now, if you like logos, if you use the logo or something like that to help align your hands, well, then these grips may not be the best fit for you. But for me, I don't really like looking at a logo, and also it means you don't really have to pay attention when you install it, because any way you install it, it's going to look the same. So you can basically just kind of fly through them pretty quick. Also, if you have any sort of adapter, driver adapter, fairway wood adapter where you're rotating the shaft, obviously something without logos makes it a lot easier to start rotating the shaft and not have any sideways logos. That felt pretty good right there. Has a very similar feel, honestly, to those Pure grips as far as it's that tacky, kind of sticky feeling. It's sort of like a stress ball mixed with a velvet style grip, so you have a lot of texture, a lot of tackiness to it, but it's still kind of soft, and that's also what makes it really good when we're talking about installing it with compressed air, because when the grip is like that, when it's softer and tackier, it definitely sticks better to the shaft versus a harder grip or a corded grip, things like that. So do really like the feel of it. Another good one there. Yeah, it has just a very classic feel to it. Again, if you like the Pure Grips, or if you like Tour Velvet but would like a Tour Velvet in a slightly tackier, slightly softer version, I think that's a pretty good description of this grip. Again, also has a lot of different colors. I clearly picked the brightest of the bunch, I think, although there's a couple other ones that are pretty bright, but there's also some more muted ones, including red, green, blue, and then more traditional, black, white, gray. So quite a few different color options with this grip. Also comes in 3 different sizes: standard, mid-size, and undersized. I would say it maybe feels in my hands just a touch thinner than the Pure Grip. I think the diameter is maybe just a little bit smaller feeling in my hand versus that Pure Grip, versus say a Tour Velvet. So just something to be aware of. You may want to build these up, at least in the Sidewinder, build it up just a little bit, or maybe move up a size. In fact, let's try the mid-size real quick and see how that one feels. Yeah, still feels really good. I caught that one a little bit thin, and the other benefit of having a bigger, thicker grip is it definitely cuts down even more on the vibration, so barely felt anything with that. So there is another reason, if you're debating between grip sizes, maybe going a little bit bigger. But I would say overall feels just like the standard, just a little bit thicker. And in both cases, I think they are maybe just a hair smaller than your traditional standard. Now, the one thing I will say that I don't love about these grips so far is they don't put any kind of marking anywhere on here, at least that I can find, that tells you standard, mid-size, undersized. So you're kind of just left guessing, or if you've got one of each, it's pretty easy to tell, I guess. But if you don't, then it's a little bit tricky. So there's one small strike against it. Okay, next up, we have changed style and we've changed color. So we've now got this sort of muted red in a wrap style grip. Now, if you've watched enough of my videos, you probably know that I am not a fan of wrap style grips. I feel like they pretty much slide all over the place. They don't offer much in the way of traction, especially if your hands sweat at all or you play in hot, humid, or wet conditions. But they've got one. I'm going to try it, see how it goes. Feel-wise, feels a lot like the Sidewinder. I think it's the same rubber, so it's just a different pattern to it. Again, the old sort of leather-wrapped grip is what all these grips are sort of trying to mimic. Let's see how it goes, or see how it feels, versus the Sidewinder velvet style. Feels a lot like the other one. I will say, I already noticed my hand slipping a little bit. Again, wrap style grips and me, no good. But the feel-wise, it feels a lot like the other one. I will also say, though, it does, again, it's a little small. The diameter is a little bit smaller. All right, last up today, I've got the Tour Star grip. Now, again, this is another wrap style grip, I know, but we're gonna give it a chance. This one specifically has got a couple differences from the other Tour version. First one, it is a reduced taper, so it's a little bit wider all the way down versus the other model that tapers down faster. The other difference is this one actually comes in a jumbo size. This is the only Star grip that is offered in a jumbo size, and that's actually what I put on here. That's what we're going to test right now. That felt pretty good right there. I do actually like, I kind of like the reduced taper feel of this guy. It is still a wrap, and so it is still going to be, for me at least, a little slippery without a glove. Now, I usually wear a glove, but for this test, I figure I should do it without, just to be as hard on these grips as I can. But this guy, I do actually really like. I, in general, like a slightly reduced taper, and that is what this grip provides. This one in a jumbo actually feels the most jumbo-ish to me. It doesn't feel smaller like the standard and the mid-size kind of did, so I also like that. The texture on it, again, similar to the other ones. It is a little bit smoother overall than even the wrap style, although I didn't really notice any difference in the grip I got on it, so I think that's really just sort of a personal preference thing, but I do really like this one overall, and yeah, again, with the caveat being it's a wrap style grip, I'm never going to play it, but if you like those kinds of grips, then yeah, I think this one's pretty good. Okay, two last things with these Pure grips. First, the price. Pretty much all the grips that I've tried, all the different models, are right around $8. Now, a standard Tour Velvet is around, call $6 to $7, so just slightly more than that, and a lot cheaper than any number of grips that are $12, $13, $14. So overall, the price on these, I have to say, is pretty darn good. Finally, the one thing that these grips have that I don't know if any other grip has, I haven't seen anything even close to this, they have a 3-year warranty. If you have a set of these grips and they start to wear out and they don't feel like they did within 3 years of installing them, they will replace them. That's a 3-year warranty. I don't think there's another grip out there. I don't know of a grip that has a 1-year warranty, let alone 3. So that right there, another big perk or another big pro for the Star grips. All right, overall, I think these Star grips are really good, and the number of things I really like about them far outweighs the couple things that I don't love about them. Again, really easy to install, really easy to remove with compressed air, which is my #1 criteria and definitely checks that box. Feel-wise, really nice, good feeling grip when you hold it, when you swing it. Again, a lot like the Pure grip, just a very comfortable feeling grip, good tackiness to it. A lot of different color options, a few different styles, so another big perk there. And then finally, the price and the 3-year warranty, again, kind of ridiculous, but all of those things I think definitely make these grips something to check out. All right, there you go. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you go down below, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell icon down below so you'll be alerted when I post new videos. If you're interested in a fitting, in a repair, in a custom build, all my information is down in the description, and I will see you next time.